Hi, it's Jerry McKinley with Coldwell Banker Coastal Rivers Realty in North Carolina, talking to you about real estate today. Questions and concerns and issues that people have about the real estate process. Today, our question and our topic that we're going to talk about is the home buyer sales agreement. It's called different things in different states. In North Carolina, here we call it a offer to purchase and contract. This is a buyer, the home buyer, putting down his wishes, what he desires, in a formal offer contract to present to the seller so that they can come to an agreement on the price of this house. So our particular one has many, many, many pages, as most of them do, because it tries to protect the buyer in many ways. The old adage of buyer beware no longer exists. Everything's about disclosure, disclosure, disclosure now. So you want to, you'll be safe in that, and the contract protects you. You don't just say, I'll give you this for this. There's contingencies built in. There's a loan contingency, so that if you don't get your loan, you can get out of the contract and get your earnest money back. Let me back up just a second about that. When you make a contract with somebody, some of the things that you do, you offer them a purchase price. Doesn't have to be full list price. It can be what you feel is fair, and expect a counter. The seller will counter something. But to make a contract, you need three things. You need signatures, you need dates, and you need compensation, which is your earnest money. That's the money you put down as the deposit that goes with the offer, which means you are earnest or sincere about this offer. You're not just throwing it out cavalierly. You're actually trying to make a purchase here. So this shows your commitment to this contract. So the seller will appreciate that. And generally, the more you put down as earnest money, the more committed you are. And the seller feels that and wants to work with you. So back to the contingencies, you have inspection contingencies, meaning you can have any kind of inspections you want. You can get termite inspections, building inspections, home inspections, appraisals, surveys, anything that makes you satisfied that the property you're purchasing fits your needs and your desires and your plans, what you planned for it. You put those things in there. If there's any personal property in the house that you want, for example, appliances, that's the most common. Say you want their refrigerator and their washer and dryer, you specifically put it into the contract. If you need to close by a certain date, you put your closing date down and your inspection date down, and your realtor will help you go through this process to make sure that you're protected and that you're doing what you say, and you get all the disclosures. So it's quite an involved process. So, but that's what the contract is: protecting the buyer in what he's offering to purchase the home from the seller. So, and that's an offer to purchase or a home agreement for a buyer. And we thank you for joining us today. Okay, this is Jerry with Coldwell Banker.